Hello guys, this is once again Jacob John from B-GHUD. In today's video, I want to speak a little bit about IELTS. You guys are totally familiar with IELTS, which stands for International English Language Testing System, and its modules: listening, reading, writing and speaking. So why wait? Let's keep rolling. I would particularly like to speak about the speaking module in IELTS. Let us say there is, of course, listening, reading, writing and speaking. LRW is something that I would like to touch a little bit later. Let's just go on with speaking. Many candidates or many students, they find it difficult to confront the speaking session in IELTS. And I would like to quote, it's not at all a big deal. Why? You just have to practice. No matter what English language test are you going to appear or give in, you just have to practice. Practice, practice, practice. And that's the only thing that you can do to come out in flying colors. Speaking about the speaking module in IELTS, let me just make it a little bit easier for you guys. What I would like to say over here is, let's just cut it down. Speaking section of IELTS is actually divided into 3 sections. Section 1, of course, which we do call as warm-up section. Section 2, which is actually having different names: cue card section, long-term section and task card section. Why the name cue card? Many times candidates will be wondering, why does it have 3 names? Cue card, long term and task card. It's very simple. Cue card section, because it's giving you some sort of a hint, some sort of a gist for you to start speaking, which is the role that you only have to take, because the examiner is not going to help you in this particular section. Long term course, it's a monologue. You just have to understand the cue card. You just have to go on speaking for 2 minutes after 1 minute preparatory time. Many times candidates do ask me, is it necessary for me to jot down and prepare? No, not at all. If you want, you can write it down and prepare. If you don't want, you can just simply understand, read the cue card, the question and the sub-questions, and just memorize in your mind what exactly you have to say for the next 2 minutes. Anyhow, you'll be only getting 1 minute to prepare. Either you're writing it down or you're just simply reading the question and the sub-question. Moving on to task card. Why is it called as the task card section? Of course, it's called as the task card section because you will be given a stipulated task, a particular task which you have to complete within 3 minutes. 1 minute preparation and of course 2 minute speaking. The examiner is going to analyze you very keenly. What are you exactly saying? There are certain criteria that they have to keep in mind when you are speaking, because they are the ones who are going to score you on a band score from 0 to 9. And the third section of speaking, which is otherwise called as short-term section, follow-up section or two-way discussion section. Now, why short-term? Short-term course, it is just for 0 to 5 minutes. Follow-up section. Why follow-up section? Of course, you have spoken for 2 minutes prior, and now the examiner is going to ask you a couple of questions related to the cue card that you have just spoken. That's why it's the follow-up section. Two-way discussion. Why the third section of speaking is called as two-way discussion? Very simple. The examiner is actively participating in this particular section by asking you a couple of questions related to the cue card or perhaps in a general aspect. So let's see, what type of questions can I expect in the last section of speaking? Many times candidates, they do have a little bit of a fear. What am I supposed to say? Come on guys, if you have just spoken a cue card, don't you think that this is not at all a big deal for you? It's just a child's play. So, 3 types of questions might be asked from the examiner's side: direct, indirect, and a little bit of general questions. Alright guys, that was a little bit of an light towards a speaking section of or speaking module of IELTS, right? In the coming videos, we'll just see what a cue card is all about and how you actually have to confront, or I would like to say, go through the cue card to make your speaking more effectively and to get, who knows, 9 out of 9 in your IELTS examination. Till then, stay tuned and thank you so much.